As you can see, I have the receiver welded. This is only the first weld. I've got some more welding to do. They welded the seams here and there and along here. And this is not something you can just bend up and weld together. It takes some fitting. You want to make sure that this diameter here is tight enough that the trunnion will have some resistance when you start to do your finish weld and get everything welded together. Also, this area right here for the caulking tube, that needs to be bent out. I've still got some adjusting to do yet. This just won't slap together yet. It's still too tight. I bought an extra bolt carrier and I'm using that to form the inside of this weld so that it will slide freely. Right now it doesn't, and I've got some things I need to do. So what I've done is I put shims on here and around here and just drove it through there to try and move that metal out. Well, I still need to work on that, and also the this upper tube here where this part slides in is still not open enough. It's where it's pushing on this right here and everything's still binding up. So that's something else you got to work on, is getting that to slide. And the other thing is I still have the old piece from the original receiver, and this is part of the magazine well right here. And what I did was I measured across this area right here to get my dimension for here. You also want to make sure that your dimension in your magazine well is good so your magazine will fit. You'll see there's some little nicks and dents and stuff right here. This all needs to be cleaned up, filed, kind of make it look nice. That'll be cosmetics, will be done after the final welds. So anyway, when you bend this up, this is too thick, way too thick. And I want to use the original paddle here, this piece right here, for the magazine release, which means I have to cut this slot out right here, and I need to make or try and reuse this bushing. I'll probably just make one. So I need to get that whole location right. And that's where some parts come in. I've got a couple of 3D printed parts. This is, I'll get there. This is for the rear sight. And this goes on both sides and lines it up, centers it on the, it centers it. I gotta figure out how this goes. There it goes. It centers it. Sorry, I'm trying to do, so it'll center that on there. Okay. And you'll have one on the other side, like that, and you just figure out where you need it this way, and just weld that on. And then I bought another welding thing, and this, believe it or not, is what you use to drill this hole right here. That goes like that, if you can see there. There's a hole right there for the paddle. So this little gizmo here, like that slips over this like that, and then it's your guide your drill bushing guide is into your 3D printed part, and you just run a pilot drill down through there and then drill out the hole appropriately. Now I'm not going to show you how to do all that because that's what got me a strike on YouTube. So right now, like I said, this is the first weld. There was a lot of filing on these seams here to get this to fit, and then I had to do a little ball peen work, and you may have to file some of the weld bead off to get this part. Get that part to fit. And you want to make sure you get clearance back here for your pins to go through. So I had to file some of this down, peen it down a little bit, and file it so that it would slide inside here. Now the other problem I noticed is this sheet metal must be a little thick. I don't know what the spec is for the thickness of the sheet metal, but if you look down inside here, where's my flashlight? If you look down inside there, you can see you've got the buffer down in there, but there's a plate back there, and that plate conforms to the inside geometry of the receiver. And so it's hitting in spots here, and there's some shaping and bending I have to do so that this geometry right here fits outside the buffer plate that's in the bottom of here. There's a plate down in there, and you see the buffer right there, and the buffer plate, I call it a buffer plate, goes around it, and it's geometrically the inside of the receiver. So, and I also noticed that my receiver is a little tight on the outside of here. So yeah, there's still a lot of fitting to do, and when I get all that done and my bolt carrier slides freely in here, then I will weld on the cocky tube, the barrel trunnion assembly, and the rear sight, and also the bushing that goes in here for the paddle for the magazine release. So that's where I'm at right now. Believe me, this is not a project for the beginner. I would highly recommend, if you can find one of these already welded, I'd go that direction. I did one before where the receiver was already done, and it was a piece of cake compared to what I'm doing here. So yeah, and I fully expect to have to file this window here for the magazine release parts, which I've got laying in a bag somewhere for this piece right here. I haven't tried it yet. It has to fit inside this little window here and catch the edge of the magazine and hold the mag into the magazine well. So yeah, be prepared for a lot of filing, fitting, hammering, bending, adjusting. I know I seen there was a guy on YouTube or someplace that had made a deal that looked something like this. That was just for long pieces, and it was to form the inside of this, and he drove it through there. I can't find the guy anymore. I don't know what happened to that video or where he's at, but yeah, so I still got a ways to go before this is ready to finish up. This is where I'm at today, just to give you an update. I was just on the Cobra 49's live broadcast this morning, and I just caught the end of it because I go to church. And, talking about being